Hello, everyone. It's Wakaya Wednesday. We're back at it again. I apologize. I have no makeup on. I'm hoping that you'll see the Tale skincare results. And also, I just got done uh, swimming and working out, and I was too lazy to put the makeup back on. So that is why it is no makeup Wednesday for Melissa. So, anyways, I just wanted to say hello to everybody. I'm waiting for my special guest, Lori Cunningham, to be on. Some of you probably saw her a few weeks back, and she has a really powerful story to share, and I look forward to talking with her. One of the things that we're going to be speaking about tonight is hello, sweet friend. How are you, Lori?
Good.
You look better than I. I don't have any makeup on.
Oh, well, I had to
I
do a
got,
quick powder and a lip gloss, so
there you go. I got done working out and decided I'd just put my night cream on and just show everybody what I look like with no makeup on. So
yeah.
hopefully nobody will use it to bribe me with or anything. So, I wanted Lori to give a brief introduction as to who she is. Hi, Melissa. Nice to see you again. Wanted her to give a brief introduction about who she is, what she's kind of going through, and then she is a big advocate of our clay products. And we're going to talk about some of our clay products as well as some of our new products that were introduced this weekend. I know Lori was at conference with me along with Melissa Meyer Maples, who's watching now, and it was just really a truly transformative weekend because we heard a lot of testimonials about people who's literally talking about their lives seriously changing for the better because of these products. So, Lori, go
Mhm.
ahead and share a little bit about your journey, and then we'll talk about the products.
Well, it's been a long journey, that's for sure. I'm a two-time cancer survivor, and after going through a hysterectomy and everything, it presented some other health issues. And so they diagnosed me as type 2 diabetes. So, of course, got on that medication and that slippery slope. And just have not felt good for like the past 3 or 4 months. It just felt something was wrong. Had some tests done, ended up having an upper endoscopy done, and it was discovered that I'm not type 2 diabetes. I have some kidney damage caused by the medications, and I was diagnosed with Hashimoto's. And so I had been just feeling absolutely miserable. Just everything I ate, everything I drank, I was bloated. I was belching. I basically couldn't go to the bathroom. I could not have a bowel movement. I was so in so much pain. And so I decided to try the calcium bentonite clay. And you were the one who told me to try it. And I was like, it's not going to taste good, Melissa. And it doesn't. But I tell you what, I have never felt better. And that in relation to my turmeric and my ginger, I feel like I'm starting to feel better. But I've got a long road ahead of me as far as repairing my kidneys. And so I'm excited with some of the new products that we're coming out with because I know they're going to help me.
Yes, I had studied we sell what's called 100% pure calcium bentonite clay, and I actually interviewed a woman who was considered an expert on it. And without boring you with a lot of the scientific details, because I actually had a friend who was more interested in the science because she was an RN. Um, Basically, anything that's not serving your body well has a positive charge to it, believe it or not. And the clay has a negative charge to it. The clay is formed from a volcanic cap, if you will. And Wakaya Perfection has the last right to the last clay on the planet, which actually is in the Death Valley area. I don't know if you knew that, Lori, or not.
No, I didn't.
So what happens is when the volcanoes explode, they put this layer upon layer upon layer of volcanic ash down and it's capped. And the stuff that's on the top layer of the volcanic ash is polluted with
the pollution that we have falling from the air and everything.
Mhm.
But what Wakaya Perfection has a right to do is to go down deep below that cap and mine it. And then we mill it so finely that you can actually use it on your skin, which we
Mhm.
were talking about this weekend.
Mhm.
And you can also ingest it and you can drink it internally. And so what Wakaya Perfection has done is they have developed some products that we are able to ingest. And you had said that you felt good right away. And I know when I had some
Yeah.
inflammation and some health issues of my own, it's amazing how it gently removes the toxins out of your body. So
Right.
it literally is my friend Sarah Frisch Pease. Hi, Sarah. Talks about it's like Velcro. So it literally attaches like a magnet to anything that's not serving your body and it gently removes it.
Mhm.
What I love about it is that you can actually go out and have a life when you use these detoxifying agents. I
Yep.
know I've
To
tried,
stay
and we were
home.
talking about this weekend, we tried some other companies' products, and it's like, oh my goodness, I can't go anywhere. I have to be 5 feet from the restroom. I know you all know what I'm talking about. But the calcium bentonite clay is from the world's only source. It's formed from volcanic ash from 43 million years ago, and it's been used for centuries around the world to promote better health and ward off a number of ailments, which you testified to, and I
Yeah.
know some of us have done that. It stemmed back far in history as a traditional therapeutic method for protecting the body. And the thing that I'm learning is that we have so many natural resources in the environment where we can help ourselves without the medications that are clearly causing you some serious side effects. And
Mhm.
I know was very upsetting to you. But the
Well,
clay work,
I know that when I got home from this past weekend, being at the conference, I did what Sarah Pease did, and I did the wrap around my middle section. And I thought, okay, we'll just see how well this stuff works. I measured my girth before it, and when I got done, I measured it again, 2 inches. I lost 2 inches.
seriously?
Yeah, my
Yeah,
belly is not like
I
so
remember
bloated
watching
like it was
stuff.
before. So I'm thinking that if it works good there, I'm just gonna put it head to toe and just slather it all over me. So it,
I I love the clay. I do actually bathe in it. It does help to remove toxins from the
mhm,
body and also helps to remove toxins from the skin as well.
mhm,
It's known to promote healthy digestion, and as we learned this weekend, the center of your health is in your digestive tract cells, and it assists in cleaning and is all natural, gluten free. There's no animal testing, and it is vegan. So it's amazing. I know one of the products that we launched this weekend that we were able to actually take home with us is called the Kale Deep Detox. Kale is a Fijian word for volcanic ash, I think. Yes. And it again it's a wonderful detoxifier. It supports natural elimination of toxins, impurities, heavy metals, and chemicals. And
mhm.
as everyone probably knows by now, we have a lot of heavy chemicals in our food supply. So those of us that are trying to eat more keto friendly and organic and grass fed sort of things, vegetables that don't
Mhm.
have a lot of chemicals to them, because those are things that don't serve our body well. And it also supports a healthy bowel function.
Yes,
So
I can
that's,
attest to that. And
that's
it,
very
it
nice. I
it
know when
feels
I
good.
travel and Bill and I are on the road for long hours, I always keep the kale or the clay. Basically, what this is clay powder, this liquefied and pure Fijian water. So that's just wonderful. The other thing that we came out with was, oh, this is the other thing. The Kale is GRAS certified and has a smooth texture that can be added to drinks or food. And I know for myself, I'm not excited about drinking it. You're right. It tastes kind of muddy.
Yeah,
It tastes like dirt. You know, remember back when we were kids and we ate dirt and our
yeah.
mothers, would yell at us and we do it just for defiance. But the the Kale if you mix it with a little bit of coffee, I actually think it tastes a little bit like chocolate. It's a little bit less offensive tasting in my mind. And a lot
Mhm.
of people also mix it up in their smoothies in the morning. So, and we have some amazing new products for that. But the deep detox, the bottle of it, full retail price is $45. We're always encouraging our customers to do some sort of a monthly order. It doesn't have to be the same thing. And if you do a monthly order, is $39.35 plus shipping plus tax. So that's really an amazing product.
Mhm.
And then we've launched this new product that we haven't had a chance to test yet because it's being shipped to us. It's called a daily detox. And we did get to sample it. And it has pink Fijian ginger, the calcium bentonite clay. It has dandelion root, hawthorn berries, and selenium. I cannot wait to get this product.
Yeah,
And
same
that
here.
is that is going to be able to support our health, our kidney health, our
Mhm.
liver health, our heart health, and our digestive health. So that is an amazing product in my opinion, and I'm very excited because Wakaya Perfection has come up with some really amazing things that will support our kidney, liver, heart, and our digestive health. I know you're very excited about that.
Yeah, it was explained to me that that's going to be a product that's going to be very pivotal as far as recovering and healing and getting my kidneys functioning back to the way that they need to be. That, along with the clay, is going to be just as important to help, as well as everything else, as far as the inflammation that's going on and the digestive issues that are going on. Because as I move through this, and start repairing my kidneys, then I've got the Hashimoto's on the other end of it. That, it's just going to help that as well. So my goal is to, if I can do it from an all natural standpoint, then I know that my body is going to reap the benefits. And so that's what I'm really excited about, is getting that in my body and just knowing that it's going to it's going to start repairing. It's going to take some time, but I'm probably gonna feel very, very good after the first week or so.
I know when we were in training this weekend, they were talking about this daily detox, and basically what they were calling it was a full spectrum
Hmm.
detox. If you use the clay detox and then this daily detox that supports the health, kidney, liver,
Hmm.
and digestive function. The selenium, the way it was explained to us, helps to kick things out of the body that aren't serving you well. And the hawthorn berries actually helps to keep the capillaries open, and it works on a cellular level on all of your organs. So that's just really exciting to me. I know when we tried it in the marketplace when we were shopping, they mixed it with a little bit of the keto fizz, and it was
Hmm.
quite delicious and
It's pretty
tasted
good.
less clayish, if you will. So we've come out with a couple more products. One of them is this stuff that Bill and I are absolutely loving. It's
It's
called the
good.
Bula Booster Mineral Garden. This stuff is delicious. And you get 29, I think. Let me look at the promo flyer. It gives your body the nutrients to thrive with a full spectrum of minerals and vitamins. Each day, it helps provide the raw materials that you need to live a healthy, vibrant life. It includes phytonutrients from 29 fruits and vegetables. There's no way
Yeah.
you get that much this what's in this concentrate, and it is in a concentrate form. Bill and I are diluting it with a little bit of water, and what we learned is that the cap part of this is about 1.5 ounces, so you can go a little bit below the cap line and get your ounce, which is what they're saying our serving size is. But it says this helps with the trace minerals that we ingest and that we breathe in. And this is supposed to be an amazing product.
Hmm.
It has 5 grams of carbs, 5 grams of sugar. It's only 21 calories. and it has 40 grams of vitamin C, 3 grams of calcium, 2 grams of phosphorus, 2 grams of sodium, and 40 grams of potassium, which I love because I actually have an allergy to bananas. Um, and then it has in it blueberry concentrate, pomegranate concentrate, cherry concentrate, cranberry concentrate, red raspberry concentrate, boysenberry concentrate, alfalfa powder, apple powder, broccoli powder, spinach powder, and grapeseed extract. So this stuff is supposed to be amazing.
And it tastes
Um,
really good in the keto fuel shakes. That's what
yes.
I've been adding mine is in the shake.
And then it's very high in antioxidants. And the cool thing is when you're on a keto diet, a lot of us try to stay away from a lot of fruit because we don't want the high sugars, but a lot of the fruits really serve in the phytonutrients. So this just kind of gives it all in that one concentrated
Mhm.
one ounce serving, and it is definitely delicious. If you live locally to me, I would love to give you a sample of it. I know I'm taking it to a networking meeting tomorrow because it is so, so good. And, you know, what a great way to drink your way to better health, right?
Right? Exactly.
I'm looking at my notes. What they said is it does need to be diluted. So when you purchase it, it's in a concentrated form. If you try to drink it concentrated, it's okay, but I think it tastes a little better diluted.
Hmm.
Um, it provides raw materials for a potent source of highly absorbable botanical materials, powerful fruit and vegetables, high in antioxidants, low sugar, low carb, and the nutritional value of 29 fruits and vegetables, plus a trace mineral. And trace minerals are really good for you if they're ingested in the proper form. So that's unbelievable. And I know Dr. Lindell was talking this weekend that he had a recipe for the pancakes, and I'm thinking, wonder what would happen if you do 2 scoops of fuel, 2 eggs, and then instead of water, you put this in it, and then the 2 scoops of the Sport and Go.
Ooh,
So that's going to be interesting. I may play with that once I get that in my hot little hands. I cannot wait
yeah,
for it to arrive on doorstep.
exactly.
And then we came out with the Sport and Go. Those of you that were our Sports Caps and our Go Caps fan, they came out with it. It's going to come out. I don't know if you can see the print up, but it's going to come out in a container, and it's going to have a little scoop in it. And it's going to provide you that energy without the sugar. You know how sometimes you have those sugar drinks and then your sugar spikes and then you drop, and it's just a nightmare. Give you a little bit of energy without that sugar. It'll help support the mental clarity and concentration, and it'll replenish hydration and electrolytes, and it'll aid in workout recovery. But I know one of the things that Dr. Lundell had talked about, and also Blake is that some people that were sampling this product actually gave it to kids who had ADD and ADHD, and they said that it really supported those kids and kind of balanced things out a little bit for them. It is gluten-free, dairy-free, vegan, and it's just an amazing product. And they also mix this with the Keto Fizz to kind of give it that extra little flavor. But it also has green coffee beans, which has polyphenols in it, and green tea, and that helps to keep cortisol levels down. And I know you know about cortisol levels. Do you want to talk a couple minutes about it?
Uh, oh my gosh. Where do I begin?
Well, when your cortisol goes up, your body gets basically stressed.
Yeah, and it
It,
affects everything, everything, your blood sugars. Even I think Dr. Lindell told me that is part of why, you know, I'm throwing protein in my urine because I'm affecting everything. And it was explained to me that, the misnomer on that is that if you're throwing protein in your urine, you stay away from protein. But what he explained to me is you need the protein. You need all that to help from throwing the protein in your urine. And so I mean, it has affected everything. I mean, it just, my blood sugars, gosh, even my skin, just my digestive system, everything is affected by it.
Well, the Sport and Go, they also said by keeping the cortisol levels down, it will also help to support your thyroid as well.
Hmm.
So I think with the Sport and Go and the new daily detox,
Yeah,
you see some amazing results along with our new Bula Booster Mineral Garden.
yeah,
Trying to remember what all the names of everything is. I just know that it's all delicious. And then also in that Sport and Go, I don't know if you remember them telling us this, but there's one full ginger capsule worth of ginger in that.
oh, I
And
don't.
I, for both of us, we've had amazing results with our turmeric and ginger. So one of your
Yeah.
caps actually in that Sport and Go. So it's great for workout recovery.
Hmm.
It's great for ADD, ADHD support in children. It's great for thyroid support. And we were joking because David Gilmore, the founder of Fiji Water Bottle, was the person that founded our company, and he called it the Gilmore Get Up and Go.
Go. Yeah, yeah. But
Dave,
it's one that you don't have the crash, because you think of all those energy drinks that people drink and they have that crash, and this is totally the opposite. You're not going to have that crash.
exactly.
It's gonna be way different, and so that's what I can't wait. I've got so many people that love to work out that are big into those energy drinks. So I'm kind of anxious to see, get that in their hands and see how they feel.
Yeah, it's supposed to really increase the recovery. And I know a lot of my friends and I had been using the sports caps for recovery, and it was really effective. But this is supposed to really kind of take it up and kick it up a notch. So
Yeah.
excited, really, really excited about that. Um, One of the things that I also wanted just to touch base real quickly on is I know you've started doing this, and I've been doing this for a while as well. The keto lifestyle, I don't even call it a diet because if you
Mm-mm.
can eat uncured bacon
Hmm.
and grass-fed beef and cheese in small doses on a diet, to me, that's kind of a win-win.
Yeah.
And it's just amazing to me. Like tonight, we had for dinner, we had I took cabbage and onions, sauteed it in grass-fed butter, and then I added a little bit of whipping cream, full heavy fat whipping cream, and then a little bit of Parmesan cheese. And Lori, do you want to take a minute to talk about why it's important that we eat some of these fats in our diet, unbeknownst to those of us that have been told for 50 years don't do that?
The way it was explained to me, if you want to lose weight, you need to eat the fat. The fat it's going to fuel your body. And, we've been told all of our lives, low fat diet, and what's happened is that we've upped our carbs so much, we can't lose weight. So when we add the good fats back in, it fuels our body and we're going to burn that fat a whole lot.
Right.
And I've seen a difference just in this week because I've been doing the keto replacement shake since Monday. I had to go to the store tonight to get some things for the kids. And typically if I go, I'm like, I've got a craving, I want something. And I'm going up and down the aisles getting them things, and I'm thinking, I want a cookie. And so I went down the cookie aisles and I kept looking at the cookies. I'd hold the package in my hand and I was like, no, I don't even feel hungry for it. And I really didn't think that was possible because I love my cookies, And I left the store tonight buying grilled chicken breast and asparagus wrapped in bacon and no cookies. And that is huge for me because I have a sweet tooth, So that was a big thing for me tonight.
It's interesting. What I learned through the keto journey is that I wasn't a sweet person. I was already sweet. um, but what I sorry, what I
Oh, good.
loved was bread.
Hmm.
Bread, size, shape, flavor, whatever. I loved bread. And so when I started calculating how many carbs I was taking in, it was like, oh my goodness. So
Yeah.
I try to keep my carbs between 20 and 30 carbs a day because that's kind of what I'm realizing is my go-to number for if
Hmm.
I'm losing weight or if I want to lose a little bit more weight, I take it down to 20 grams of net carb. And
Right.
so the interesting thing for me was that I do like chocolate. I will say I do like anything in a chocolate form. And
Mm.
I remember last year I was at one of the conferences and a girlfriend and I walked by and we looked at this unbelievable bakery of items and you could the smells just wafted all through the hotel. And I remember looking at it thinking it didn't even appeal to me. I didn't even want to
Yeah.
bite of it. So I think probably the longer you're on that keto diet, the less
Yeah.
desirable it's going to be for you. It just doesn't hold any
It
interest.
doesn't. And when you're getting those good fats and you're being satiated, it's like those cravings are gone, you know?
Yeah.
And I really put it to the test because I was like, I'm going to buy a cookie. I'm going to buy a bag of cookies and I'm going to take them home and I'm going to eat them. And I couldn't bring myself to buy a bag of cookies because my cravings have changed just in the past 3 days. And, so I think I'm getting the right amount of good fats that those cravings are like, yeah, I don't need it. I'm not hungry for it. And I have to remind myself to eat because I'm not hungry. And we've been taught carbs, 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 and that's what has driven our blood sugars way out of control. And why so many people are on diabetic medicine and then they're put on a statin, and then they're put on a blood pressure medicine. And I'm just like, no. I mean, Hippocrates said, let food be thy medicine and medicine be thy food. And so I totally believe it and I totally grasp it now that that good fat is what your body needs to sustain and to fuel itself. And so, it was kind of like an epiphany. It's like, ooh, I get it. And so I've embraced it, even though there are times I don't want to embrace it and I really want to run to those sweets. But the shake has really made a big difference. And I haven't even added the burn pills yet. So I can only imagine what that's going to do.
The burn pills will definitely kick it up about 5 notches for you. I started with just the keto fuel and then I added the burn pills, and the burn
Mm-hmm.
pills cuts the cravings down and everything. So thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you. So, what I would like to do with your permission, may I read your poem for you?
Oh, absolutely.
Do you want to read it or do you want me to?
No, I can't read it because I'll start crying.
Just start crying. So this weekend, we did a lot of self talk. We talked about choosing ourselves and making ourselves a priority, and I think this is a great way to close out this Facebook Live video because it says so much. So she wrote this. This is by the infamous Lori Cunningham. It was presented at conference when she shared it with one of our upline, and it's called I Choose You, Choose Me. I understand that you are valuable, that I am valuable. Each of us has a strength deep within to battle every storm and to celebrate every victory, big or small. I choose to nurture my hope. I have surrounded myself with those who will embrace my strengths and not my weaknesses, and that is the Wakaya way. My hope is driven by my mission, and my mission is driven by my passion. And my passion is driven by a company and people who believe in me, even in days I can't believe in myself. Wakaya has taught me to live despite the adversities that life throws at me. My story began the day I was born, but my journey has just begun. Take action and enjoy life unfolding before your eyes. It will be amazing. And you, my dear sweet friend, are an amazing woman. She has been battling so many demons and she has just been rocking it all the way. kicking and screaming. I'm so super proud of you. And all I can tell you is that when you start your keto lifestyle journey with this, when you start using these products, you have an entire support system to
Mhm.
help you through whatever health challenges you want. So with that, good night, my sweet friend.
Good
And
night, everyone.
to your health, reach out to us if you have any questions.
Absolutely.
Bye.
Bye.